This is Unfiltered.
The talk radio show giving you real opinions about real issues for real.
Call us toll free at 877-CHAT-212.
That's 877-242-8212.
This is a little Lauren.
Hey, and it's Kaine right here.
And it's Hump Day, and we are glad that you're joining us here on Unfiltered.
That's right.
On Wednesday, June 16th, 2010. Yes, I said that slow because I was trying to, at the same time as I did the intro, remember what the exact date was.
I love that you said Hump Day. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. We're getting over the hump today.
Exactly. 2 more days.
Oh, yes.
And then it's going to be the weekend, and I'm looking forward to that.
Me too.
Looking forward to tonight's show. You know what? I'm jumping in real quickly. Want to remind everybody 2 things. We have a Twitter account. As you know, twitter.com/unfilteredshow. You can follow us there.
That's right.
And we're also on Facebook. I made it really, really easy. Go to Facebook, facebook.com/unfilteredshow, and then you can join our fan page. And we put a lot of stuff up there before we actually talk about it on the show. Yes, it's a tease to get you to join and follow us.
It works.
And it works. So follow us there. And I just realized last week I was going through the show, and everybody knows after, we're doing this live.
That's right.
But then after we leave, we live on in cyberspace forever. And all of our podcasts are there. Almost every show that we've ever done. I was checking this out, not last week, on Monday, as a matter of fact. I realized that Monday was our 100th podcast. So I think we should get some props about that.
I think so too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So our podcast is there. All of our shows. Make sure that you check those out and email those out to any friends that you may have.
Right.
People that aren't your friends, I just want listeners. What you have going on with who you mail that out to, I really don't care about.
With your grandma.
Exactly.
Everybody.
Just get into your Outlook contact list. Send the link to everybody. Well, just want to jump into this. I am having a good day.
Yeah.
Are you having a good day?
It's pretty good.
We have good days. We have bad days. Found some people out there that, really illustrate this principle. Real quickly, there was a taxi driver overseas. This was actually in Britain. Now, get this. We've heard about good tips. I think when I give somebody, I don't know if it's a $7 taxi ride and I up it to 10, I think I'm really, in my movie star moment, I think that's a damn good tip. Going from 7 to 10, that's $3 for those hardworking taxi cab drivers. Get this. Don Pratt, taxi cab driver in Cornwall, England, drove around a lady for the better part of 20 years. Her name was Mary Watson.
Right.
Now, Mary Watson would call taxi driver Don Pratt whenever she wanted to go on shopping trips around her home in Cornwall, pick up medicines, stuff like that, and they established a relationship. Now, nothing perverse, anything like that, just a relationship between a taxi cab driver. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Driving Miss Watson.
Out there. Driving Miss Watson. So they developed a friendship, a bond, and she always told Don Pratt that she was going to take care of him whenever she passed away. Well, unfortunately, Mary passed away here recently. Get this. They pulled out Mary's will. She willed her entire estate to her taxi cab driver.
Oh.
$370,000.
Oh, now that's taking care of them.
That's taking care of somebody. That's a serious tip.
That's doing it.
That is a serious. That's a serious tip. And so, talk about having a good day. Imagine that he had no idea. That this was going to happen.
What if this is pounds and not dollars?
This is 370,000 American dollars.
Okay.
So,
well, hey, that's nothing to sneeze at.
Exactly.
So
that's what this is. So $370,000 has just been received by Mr. Don Pratt. Well, bad day. There's good days. There's bad days.
That's a great day.
Lisette Lee. I don't know if you heard about this. She's having a really bad day. I think we've got a photo of her. Let's throw up her mugshot.
Mugshot. That is a bad day.
Exactly.
That's a bad day.
If you have a mugshot that's current, you are not having a good day.
Yeah.
Listen to what happened to Lisette Lee.
She looks like she's not having a good day.
She doesn't look very happy. She doesn't look very happy. Get this. She is accused of bringing 23 bales of marijuana to Columbus, Ohio. Ohio.
Excuse me, did you say bales? Like
Exactly.
as in hay?
Exactly,
The
as in
weight-
hay.
okay.
As in hay.
What?
23 bells. That would be a lot of this. And for
Yeah.
anybody who might be confused, that is not the sound of Little Ern inhaling a cigarette. That would be the sound. That's what you do with marijuana.
Throw
Not
it
that
up in a bong.
Not that I know from personal experience. I would never engage in illegal behavior, but that's what I heard that it sounds like. Get this. DEA agents found 506 pounds of marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
The estimated street value of that in America is $500,000, $500,000, Lisette Lazzie.
Yikes.
Lisette Lee. See, I'm slurring my words. Maybe I did smoke something that wasn't a
took a hit.
cigarette. Exactly. Get this. The DEA complaint says that drug enforcement agents in L.A. alerted Columbus agents, Columbus, Ohio, that Lee was making suspicious flights. This hadn't happened before, apparently. To Columbus with excessive amounts of luggage when she arrived at 6:40 p.m. on a Gulfstream private aircraft at Lane
Okay.
Aviation.
It sounds kind of sketchy.
Exactly. It's already getting sketchy. This has happened before. Now, Lisette actually already told officials that this is the 4th trip to Columbus that she's organized at the request of a friend from California. Each time she said the friend gave her 12 to 14 suitcases to bring to Columbus on a charter flight. She would deliver the suitcases to a Columbus hotel room, stay in Columbus for 2 or 3 days, then return to the same hotel room and pick up other suitcases before flying back to California.
That sounds suspicious. No one's flying to Columbus, Ohio for 2 or 3 days and then flying out. We all know that.
Exactly. Now,
with 15 suitcases.
Now, if she was going to Columbia, if she changed the spelling of that word from change the U.S. to IA, and you might have to switch around the U to the O earlier in the word. It's Columbia. Bogota might make a little bit more sense, but to anybody out there who might be confused, if a friend asks you to take 14 pieces of luggage to Columbus, Ohio, there's probably an unsavory reason behind that. And a
total of 550 pounds.
Exactly. On
a Gulfstream jet.
On a Gulfstream jet, exactly.
No, that doesn't sound suspicious.
And
at all.
I have a feeling that might just be the quote unquote story. So Lisette Lee, she is the person who has the honor of having a bad day today, and then real quickly a so-so day, actually probably closer to a bad day. Last night, big speech, Barack Obama. The world literally was tuning into this about the BP oil spill. Of course, it went very transatlantic because British Petroleum obviously is owned by the British. And everyone was tuning in, and it seems from what I've been able to gather today, going to numerous sites and numerous sources, the speech was widely panned. A dud. When MSNBC, when Keith Olbermann, Rachel Maddow, and Chris Matthews are busting you down, Barack, your speech wasn't good because these people typically fawn over Mr. Obama. So we'll see how this plays itself out.
That was his first address from the Oval Office.
Exactly.
And it tanked.
And it tanked.
No pun intended.
It tanked. It did. Exactly. Exactly. Well, I am happy. I'm happy. I'm having a great day. You know why? Because as we've been telling our listeners, we were sitting down with Frank Mink today.
Oh, yes.
With Frank Mink. I was mispronouncing his last name the whole time, but I got it right. Frank Mink. We're going to hear a little bit about that. And we're finally going to hear about the book we've been telling everybody about, Autobiography of a Recovering Skinhead. Let's talk to Frank now.
Let's do it.
Little Ern here.
Kaine right here.
From Unfiltered. And as everybody knows, we've been talking about this, for the past week?
For the past, month.
Exactly. Our guest today, finally, we are sitting down with Frank Mink. Welcome, Frank. Did I pronounce your last name?
Just
Mink.
Like, just like the animal or the coat.
Stole.
Yeah,
like
or
a mink stole. Okay.
That's another thing that my repertoire I can use now. Stole, yes.
As everybody knows, we were talking about the fact that, Frank, you have a new book out. Just take me back. What is this book called? Tell me a little bit about this.
It's the autobiography of a recovering skinhead, and it's kind of a twist on words with the recovering part. Once you say someone's in recovery, you kind of think they might relapse, but to be honest, there's no way I could ever relapse back into being a skinhead. It's physically, spiritually, mentally impossible. So the recovery part is that I later on do get more into drugs and alcohol and recover, and am recovering from that. So
Now,